Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're currently cooking up a lasagna here during my lunch break just because we've got friends coming over later on for dinner, which is really nice. I don't do this too much. And we also have Mr. Kobe over today. Mr. Kobe? It's Mr. Kobe. You have a lot of fans that love you. Yeah? Hello! Hello! Yeah, we've got Mr. Kobe over, so that's really nice. And also I wanted to show you something as well because someone asked me whether I have a cameraman, and I really don't. I just have a few tripods. Excuse the mess, there's like Kobe's food and stuff, and just came back shopping. But yeah, I've got a tripod here, and then also I have another tripod there, which is my main one. And that's just a monopod, and I really recommend monopods if you are going to shoot anything or start social media, just because it takes so little time to adjust the height and get all of the angles that you need, and you only need to adjust one leg rather than the 3 legs with the tripod, obviously. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, it's such a beautiful day as well. Oh, I'm just loving summer in London, like blue skies. It is hot outside as well. I think it's like almost 30 degrees. So yeah, that is just ideal temperature. Although it is getting a little bit hot. And also there's a fly that's come inside. You're not paying rent either, otherwise you're gonna... And yeah, we're just cooking up this lasagna as well. So we're making the ragu, and it's pretty simple really. It's just the sofrito, so carrot, celery, onion. We also have some pancetta as well to go with it, and then just minced meat. So I've done beef and lamb mince. They tell you beef and pork, but I feel like pork is quite flavorless in the UK, so I don't really tend to get pork too much. And yeah, and then after that, you just cook it all in there. You can put a bit of wine in it if you want. I didn't have any wine, and then just the passata, and just wait for that to boil for maybe like 2-3 hours until the liquid has all reduced and it's quite thick. Alright guys, we're in the gym hitting another late night gym workout, and today we have back day on the menu. I'm trying out this kind of a new routine. I mean, I've always done all of these exercises in the past, but for the last year I've been primarily focusing on more bodybuilding hypertrophy movements. But I think nowadays I'm pretty happy with my physique, and I kind of want to bring back some of the nice compound movements which allows me to just get stronger, I suppose. So yeah, rack pulls are quite good. I think some people have mixed feelings about these. Some people love them, some people think it's like an ego lift. I think if you do it right, I feel like it can be quite a good movement, especially to develop the upper back. You know, when you are in this position and you kind of, when you come up and you kind of pinch your shoulder blades back together, I always do feel a nice sort of pain the next day. So maybe they're doing something, I'm not sure. But obviously you've got to keep, you know, your good form as well. So I guess I'll show you kind of how I do it. The rack pull I'm doing is like slightly above the knee. You can go at the knee as well or below the knee, depends on, you know, how much you want to work. But for me, my lower back is, you know, pretty weak at the moment, just because I haven't really been training it properly and haven't been doing too many like deadlifting movements. I've been doing a lot of isolated back stuff over the past year. So yeah, I got to be careful, especially coming back into these movements. So I'm doing above the knee, but I think the most important thing when you're doing a rack pull is to stay tight. So you want to engage your lats when you're in the bottom position, and you want to kind of like bring your shoulders almost back to like get that tension in the lat, and then you drive up with your legs, and then I kind of try and squeeze my back together as well, like that upper back, try and bring it back. Alright, second exercise, we're going to do some rear delt flies. If you don't have a pec deck where you can do rear delt flies on, a good way to do this exercise is just setting up a bench upright and then having the cables each side, maybe just a bit above your shoulder, and then you can do that. You could do it without the bench, but I find having a support to be a lot better, so you can really focus on the rear delts and you don't have to worry about your like stabilizing with your abs and using other body parts to make sure you're, you know, standing upright. So yeah, the reason why we have the cable a little bit above shoulder height is because our rear delt fibers, they run diagonally from top downwards. So by going from a high to low like movement, I think you can get a better contraction with the rear delts. There's something quite nice about being awake so late. I'm not sure. I'm definitely not a morning person. I'm 100% a nighttime person. Like I can be, I don't know, I become the most productive person when everyone's gone to bed. I don't know why. I think maybe because, it could be because in the UK, the weather's not that great anyway during the day. I mean, now it's quite nice in the summer, but like for maybe like 9-10 months out of the whole year, it's always like grey and miserable during the day. And then when it's nighttime, it's just black, so you can't really see anything anyway. And there's just something nice about it being very, very peaceful and like nobody's awake. Everyone's gone to sleep. And then you're just here. I don't know. I'm definitely not a morning person. I've tried being a morning person. It just doesn't work for me. I've tried getting up at 6 a.m. and like trying to go to the gym early in the morning, but I definitely need some food in me. Otherwise I just feel so weak and like lackadaisical. But yeah, I think you just got to do what works for you, really. Don't try and force it. Don't try and, like, if you're not a morning person, like, don't force it if you don't have to. Like, if you don't have to get up at 6 a.m, don't, because like, why? And like, there's not really a formula like for, I don't know, being more productive or successful or whatever these people are telling you. It's like, oh, you've got to wake up at 4 a.m, you have to do all the stuff before like everyone gets up. You can do the same thing at night, you know, you can do all the stuff you want to do when everyone's gone to sleep. It's just the other way around, isn't it? But yeah, just do what works for you, I suppose. Alright, so this is probably going to be the second to last back specific movement, and it's just going to be some dumbbell rows. And it's not really the traditional row that you've probably seen where people will go on the bench like with their knee up like this and then they'll go like that. This one you're sort of more standing fairly upright and you're just letting the weight kind of stretch you down, and then you're sort of almost pulling the weight behind your body, and not so much like this, but more like that. And you're just really contracting this part of the lat here. It kind of feels a bit like a pull down, like this, except that you're doing it from this position. So kind of a similar movement pattern. I see a lot of the big guys in muscle works do this exercise, and I've tried it out. I really like it. Yeah, I feel like, especially when you stand with your feet together rather than having one leg out like this or you're like that. If you're here, I feel like you've got more balance in your core and you can really concentrate on squeezing that lat together. So yeah, that's something that I like to do.